Hey guys, it's James. We're back again, and I wanted to go over emblem removal today. I think it's one process that every car guy wants to do their car. At some point, it's like the first mod that we ever do, right? We want to take off the old dealer emblem. We want to maybe take off the OEM emblem, create a cleaner look. I think it's right. I needed to do it at one point. I think everybody wants to do it. So I wanted to kind of create an easy, super simple, step-by-step process on how to take off emblems from a car without damaging the paint, without damaging the emblem, all that stuff. So we're working on a 2011 Ferrari California. We're actually preparing this rocker panel for clear bra, and we want to take this emblem off, create a much a cleaner clear bra installation, not have a cut around. So it's like perfect example. We got to take this emblem off. Perfect time to shoot a video on it. So the first thing that we do, how do we approach it? First thing we do is we have a heat gun, and we want to just test it out a little bit first, make sure we're okay, and we go right into slightly heating up the emblem. Just a little bit. We don't want to obviously overheat anything. We don't want to overheat the paint. We don't want to overheat melt an emblem, anything like that, especially an expensive one like this. Our goal is to basically loosen the double-sided tape that's underneath on the opposite side of the emblem. I would say most emblems on modern cars are double-sided tape. And they're super easy to remove. There are examples where there's two prongs, clips that hold them in. So it's just something to look out for. I would always recommend doing a little bit of homework before you approach it, just to make sure you don't have one of those emblems where, it should be double-sided tape, but instead you have prongs plus double-sided tape, all that kind of stuff. So just always do your homework before you approach it and double check. So after we have kind of loosened up that adhesive a little bit, we go right into our fishing line. So we grab a little bit of fishing line, we come in here, let's get this going, and let's get this. Okay, we come in here, and what I do is I basically wrap 2 fingers around the fishing line to kind of create some nice leverage there. And then I pick one side of the emblem, and I basically get that fishing line flush to the body of the car and slowly start to kind of get in between the emblem and the paintwork and loosen that double-sided tape. I'm not going crazy. I'm not hammering on it. I'm not using a ton of, force behind it. I don't want to bend the emblem. Another thing to look out for is as you start to peel away one half of the emblem, just be cognizant that some of the sharper points don't, by accident, rub into the paint, potentially scratch the paintwork. There are some emblems that have really sharp points, and as you lift away from one side, the other side might then gouge into the paint. So you just want to be cognizant of that, and as you go through it, just do it in the safest way possible, and just keep an eye out in those areas. So we'll keep working it a little bit, go back and forth with it. This one's pretty straightforward. It's coming off super, super easy. So we're getting to that last little bit, and pull it right off. Boom, it's super easy. Obviously you can see all the old double-sided tape on there, and we'll see with what we're left with, which is not that much left over, which is awesome. So at this point we can do 2 things. I actually like to grab gloves for this point, and the reason I like to wear gloves is obviously we're going to be using a chemical to try to remove this, so that's the first reason to always glove up. But the first one is sometimes I like to test out to see if the remaining residue will roll off, and sometimes with a glove you can kind of get like a nice roll to it, and the adhesive can kind of just slide right off, which is, in this example, of course, it doesn't work. So then we go right into our chemical method. But it's something I would just test out to see if it works first, especially if it's a brand new car. If it's a brand new car, emblems are going to be much easier to remove. The more they're stuck onto paintwork, the more the double-sided tape has kind of adhered to that clear coat. So to get the remaining adhesive off, we soak our microfiber towel. In this example, we have Stoner's Terminator. 3M adhesive remover would be another great choice. And what I do is I kind of just go over the remaining residue and I kind of just saturate it, allowing that chemical to do the work. I haven't really used any pressure yet at all. I'm just coming in here and lightly kind of going over it. Then I want to just bump up the pressure just a little bit. Again, I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to hammer on it because, I'm not trying to create a huge, giant, scratched mess that I then have to go clean up with polishing. So I'm coming in here, again, using mild pressure, and you can see it's slowly starting to go away, which is awesome, which is the whole point of it, right? After this point, I'll do an isopropyl alcohol wipe down, remove the Terminator residue. And then we can really see if there is a ghosting mark left over from the emblem. If there is, a light polishing process is going to remedy that, right? We want to create a nice uniform finish, and we don't want basically an outline of where the emblem used to be. So we want to just grab, our favorite compound polish combination, do a little test spot, erase that marring and ghosting mark, and then boom, right? We're back. We have that perfect uniform finish that we're all after. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, comment below. Be happy to answer them for you. Thanks for watching.